Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the YouTube Business Academy podcast. My name is George, and today I'm joined by my co-host Ron, and also a very special guest of ours, Marcel, joining us today from Barcelona. Marcel is my longtime friend now for over a couple of years now. We've been doing together YouTube automation, and recently we had a call today. He told me that he had some crazy growth on his automated search channels. And besides this, he is also one of the few people I know who is really good with the browse content and with hitting the algorithm for millions of views. So he's been in several masterminds before, several podcasts before. So please welcome Marcel. How are you today, man? Today's the whole attention is on you, man,
Yes.
because that's it. That's it, man.
Hello. Thank you so much for the presentation. I'm fine. And yeah, as you said, this last month has been crazy. So all my channels has been growing, and yeah,
Maybe explain
that's
what kind of channels you have for like a
okay.
background.
I have search-based channels like tutorial channels. I have one in Spanish and one in English, uh, and mainly I do tech tutorials. Like on the Spanish, I do more like Instagram, Facebook, and that kind of 2-3 minute tutorials. And then on the English one, I do more like 8 minute ones or 6 minute one. Like meanwhile, 3 to 8 minutes, and it's more about more RPM topics. And but it's like Shopify, Wix, all these kind of tutorials. So yeah.
So last time that you came to my place, which was December, I think, to Finland,
Yeah.
you were making about, I think, 2,000 euros, if I'm
Yeah,
correct, per
almost
month,
something like that. Yeah,
com- combined for all channels. We
yeah,
had a call today. You told me, George, I'm making around 9K now.
yeah,
And that happened in like 6 months.
yeah. Crazy.
Now, my only question is, what's your secret sauce?
I think the main thing I start doing um, that helps me growing a lot. First was quitting a lot my beliefs about that making money is difficult, because I think I stay a lot of time for making the first $1,000 because I was so obsessed with money and how can I make money. So I did every tutorial and everything like that. So I think when I hit this first $2,000 per month, my mind like quit the belief about, oh, so nothing changes. Like I think now I have more data than before. So I just
Mhm.
start doubling down on the videos that work. And for me, I think that mainly I stay, I think, a lot of time analyzing data, so much time changing thumbnails on search based content, analyzing retentions as well, doing different type of tutorials. So I think instead of just focusing on doing volume, that's the main thing most YouTube people that do search do: volume, 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 usually same thumbnails on everything and volume. I think I didn't like go on that way. I do volume, but I think I post less than 100 videos per month. So
Mm.
I start more about which are the topics that have more leverage and probably I can make more money. So this was my different approach, because when I was making $2,000, I was a lot on volume. I had more people, and now I just have two people on my English channel and two people on my Spanish, and it's like when the numbers are growing more, because I think I understand more the game mainly, and and all the data analysis and all my excels that I did the
Yeah.
months before, I think result on that growth, and I think it will continue growing because I understand more about why a tutorial is ranking, why not, why not doing volume is better for me. And probably if, because as well, people will not know that, but 3 months ago I stopped my search based focus like channel. I have my so the year before I focused all my time on tutorials, but 3 months ago I decided to start a new channel called Roiki, that it's more viral and it's more like what I really enjoy more doing, more viral content. So it was crazy because when I stopped focusing that much on the tutorials, and I just see one day per week maximum, like data and that. It was when the numbers start hitting more up. So it was the result, I think, of all the months before of analyzing data. So my main advice will be just stay more time analyzing data, because I know analyzing data don't grow numbers.
Yeah.
That was one answer, one thing that Hessel told me when we used to
Mm.
talk about. But at the end, I think I was not sure about that phrase, because when I think on that, of course, analyzing data don't grow anything, and I used to overanalyze. That's bad as well. But I think if you really analyze better than everyone else, and you are posting content and thinking more long term, probably you will stay more longer on the market.
And
So for me,
can
yeah.
you maybe give an example of like what kind of data you analyze? Because data is kind of a broad term. Like what kind of specific metrics do you look at and you make like a decision on, okay, this is good, this is maybe not good?
I think the main thing was taking my tutorials as if I was investing on stock market. Every month I analyze all the money I was investing, all the topics, and I analyze individually every topic if it makes me money or not. So it was like, okay, this month I fail, I lose money. I invest 600 and I just earn like $30. So I think I start doing that with all the month on all the channels. So at the end I was like, oh, that's cool. Tinder tutorials are almost all the Tinder ones are giving money. I will do more like that. Oh, if Tinder works, I will go Bumble, I will go another one. So in the Spanish I go more on that direction, and then I say, okay, I did 15 tutorials about Wix, and I lose money on every tutorial of Wix. Why is that? Probably for the competence, probably for that. So it's not that much analyzing on retention or CTR on YouTube. For me, it was more about, okay, it's like investing in crypto. I will invest 1,000 this month. Okay, I have to do a good keyword research for not losing this $1,000 of this month. So then I see on the long term, that's I think the most important part, the 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 videos I upload on November of 2022, how much money they make me every month. So I did
Mm.
that with December, with January, with every month. So I can see every month the graph with the videos that I invest that month on all the months. So at the end, I can see which are the best month, why these topics, why not another ones. And yeah, this was mainly everything.
Hey, before we move any further, here's a quick announcement. This podcast episode is sponsored by you. Yes, you heard that right. For those of you who want to take their YouTube game to the next level and join a private group of people who are all striving to make money on YouTube, you are invited to join the Inner Circle.
By joining the Inner Circle, you will get access to monthly recurring calls. It's kind of like an online hangout where we chill together, discuss each other's progress, ask and answer your questions, and of course, hold each other accountable. Besides the monthly calls, we also have an extensive bank of content where we have our courses, recorded calls, templates, and more.
So, click the link down in the description and take your YouTube game to the next level. And back to the podcast. So, you said a couple of very interesting things here. First off, you said that you stopped with volume and it freed up your mind to, like, once you had money coming in, it freed up your mind and you got rid of these limiting beliefs about that making money is hard, and now you're thinking more about, okay, how can I make great videos, how can I find the best topics, and you said that you better understand the game now, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to dig a little bit deeper here, and I want to ask you, okay, so what is it for you that makes for a good keyword, for a good topic to cover?
What?
Like, how do you decide? Like, what's your process? Like, let's say that you look at keywords, right, and you have potentially 10 keywords. How do you decide which one of those you're gonna do?
I analyze, like, first the month that, like, I say, imagine how to upload videos on YouTube. I put that on YouTube. So first I see the first videos, how many subscribers has the channels and how many views, and when they upload the video.
Yeah.
So there are usually sometimes that if you see a channel with 1,000 subs or 2,000 ranked there with more views than subscribers, or that you see that is not normal because they have more views, probably that's a good topic. So then I go with BitIQ as well, with the views per hours. I pay the pro version, so I usually go to that channel and I used to filter for more popular videos, and I see, okay, these videos has 30 views per hour, 5 views per hour. So I just take videos that have more than 5 views per hour, and then I used to see the videos. If I really want to do a good keyword research, I see the videos on true per velocity or just a bit overall, and I search for that term on YouTube as well, and I watch the main three videos rank. I analyze the thumbnail and the video, and I just say to myself, do I think that I can make a better video than theirs and a better thumbnail? If my answer is yes, I go for it. Probably I can do 3 thumbnails for that video. Probably I can try to think, okay, if I want to do the best video, I have to take all these tips and add another one or do it faster. So for me, it's more about thinking on the people, on the audience, and doing
Yeah.
something better. But for me, the main trick about search is that there are a lot of topics that are not covered, or that are like shitty tutorials covered.
Yeah.
So all people on search is like, okay, we can do shit because it's ranking and it's growing, and
Yeah.
we can do a lot of
And
volume.
volume, yeah.
But every time there is more people doing tutorials, every time there will be more competence, and every time for me it will win the one that makes the better tutorial. So that's
I
why
love that.
my approach, that has been my approach really since I start. But I really start applying hard when I hit my first $1,000 or like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me the main thing that difference on anyone else is my analytics on my excels, because I talk with a lot of people that do search, and people is like, I just invest, let's see. It's like, bro, you can say let's see, analyze data. Like, are you making money with May month tutorials or not? Because I think people used to think tutorials always work. I'm not that sure now, because I think there is a lot of opportunity, but every time I see more tutorials and more channels that I don't know if they are making money with tutorials. Because if you really don't analyze data, I don't know. For me, on the Spanish channels, since I start analyzing data, I realized that I stayed there 1 year and 2 months, and I didn't make profit yet. I was just
Mhm.
recovering. Since now, okay, now I'm profitable on both channels, but I'm not sure that a lot of people now that is investing on tutorials will come back like the money if they are not doing good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why my approach is a bit different or controversial that the other approaches about volume, more people, more like, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Go
like
ahead.
it also depends like how much you spend, of course, on videos. Because I hear crazy stories. I think from Alexis as well. He spends like only $1 per video. Of
Yeah,
course, it hurts the quality of the video, probably. I assume. But then you have also less to lose, I think. But you're aiming for higher quality to keep ranking for the long term. So I'm wondering, like, how much do you spend on average per video?
I think now I'm on 25
Yeah.
more or
Okay.
less per video. Yeah,
$25 per video.
yeah,
Yeah, then you also need to be more specific with your keyword research, because you're
yeah,
basically you can waste $25 if you don't do it properly. So
yeah,
like I have my
so
my search channel, and like I did this in the first 4 to 5 months. I only paid like $2 per video, and I did my keyword research much quicker because I was like, yeah, volume,
yeah,
and I can lose $2 if this video doesn't work out, but if another video does work, it will make up for the loss, you know. But right
yeah,
now, the market is getting like a little bit more saturated on the simple videos. So yeah, the strategy is like definitely changing, and I think for the long term, higher quality videos will work. I think it's
yeah.
and
I think
yeah,
probably if you don't do that high quality, it can work as well if you do a lot of volume or you have a very cheap cost. But for me it's very saturating mental,
yeah,
uploading 900 videos per month, having 10 people. It's very difficult to really
yeah,
analyze
exactly.
hard. That's why for me as well, because I think what I am willing to do is like a browser channel, like a mix of that, doing more like 20 minutes very good video, and that I can say this video will make me $1,000 or $2,000, with that strategy. For me, I think that will be the best approach, because search at the end is like, as less videos you do with more leverage and with more, for me, skill and rank, the more money you can make as well. Because the strategy of volume for me is kind of limited
Yeah.
at everything. Because if you are uploading 10,000 videos per month, probably if you upload 1,000 better, you will be making more money. And this for me is scalable to everything, but it's the easiest thing doing like volume.
Yeah, so
So
a
that's,
little bit the same like Central Media. Those guys, they make like,
yeah,
yeah, they do
the,
it
yeah,
search.
mainly
Yeah,
these are my like kind of approach.
yeah.
That will be my focus, that I copy doing different stuff, like a mix
Mm.
with Central Media and another search. But they just have 150 videos and they made, I think, more than $1 million with their channel.
Yeah.
So for me that has way more sense, like, oh, they are playing like with way better leverage, and they can pay more
Yeah.
with editor, they can pay more with search. And yeah, that's main thing. And another thing is that last 2 months I didn't look at all mostly at my channels, because I have two managers now, one on the English and one on the Spanish. But it's the same. I think I teach the manager different that other people that have manager and really forget about that. So that's why I think my channels are still growing
Yeah.
without me being there. So now I am really doing YouTube automation,
But yeah.
because I have everything automated.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's important to stay there and teach them good, because if not, they will do it bad. And probably if I focus 100% of my time on search, I will be making way more, or growing more. But I know that I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But
Why?
Why? Yeah.
why not? Because I think on viral content with a big personal brand, I can make way more money
Makes
on
sense.
10 years from
Yeah.
now. So yeah, I'm just looking on 5 to 10 years from now. And probably if I do search 5 to 10 years from now, I will be making a lot of money, like more than 50,000 per month, I'm sure, because with my strategies and doing more, probably will do that. But I think if I do good stuff on viral content as well,
Yeah.
I can make way more.
Yeah, the ceiling is
Uh,
limitless with browse almost. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it makes me feel a lot way more fulfilled myself, like
I think
doing
Mm.
that's the most
tutorials. And
important.
yeah, that's why I have a lot of crises and about why I'm doing tutorials, why I really want the money, why. So I think doing a lot of introspection about that makes me realize I prefer doing viral content that helps society.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I made videos like a day in the life of a homeless, or a day in the life of or what we can learn from 80 years
Yeah.
people. So this content it was surprising for me, because I have millions of views, mostly on these both videos. And I really feel it helps a bit the society to improve. So
Yeah.
that makes me feel, oh my god, I made $4,000 with two videos, and I was not willing to do that. I was willing like 1 year or too hard to really go viral. So I say, okay, if I continue like that, probably I can be making way more money than tutorials in six
Mm.
months, 1 year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with search, like search is also it's really boring. Like you just do keyword research and you just pump out the videos and that's it. I think with search, it's nice to have like a channel that makes you 5 to 10k, 20k a month, so your costs are like fixed, and then you can do whatever you want. Basically, that's how I see it.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best part for me. Like now, I don't have that pressure to go
Exactly.
viral, because if you need money, it's very
Yeah.
difficult to think that calm about it. So you are very
Yeah.
like doing anything because you need the money or you want. So, but for me, it's very chill as well. Doing search like now, it's very stable, growing.
Mm.
That, and if I really don't want, I just can't work 1 day per week. But that was a bit my crisis. I went to Bali. I didn't do anything. I went to my home. So I feel very unfulfilled
Yeah.
with my life.
Mm.
What do I really want to do? So that's why,
Mm.
yeah, it feels funny. And probably if you are listening to that, you will be like, I hope I want to be on that position. Yeah, it's very good position, I know, but as well as you really question what do you really want to do, and
Yeah.
why, because it's like I can continue making money, but why what's I can have,
What's the
yeah,
point?
Yeah.
yeah, what's the point on that? Yeah.
For those of you listening and watching, you can search up YouTube for Royki. So that's Royki. And you are going to find Marcel's personal brand channel. It's in Spanish. I think you have 5 videos now posted.
Yeah, I four, but yeah, 4 videos, but
4 videos, yeah. And I mean, yeah, those videos, one of the videos has 3.3 million views.
yeah, crazy.
It's insane. Like, to me, this just shows your knowledge of YouTube and your understanding about the platform. You can take search, and I remember we had so many conversations. You showed me all of your like analytics and data systems and your tracking and I was just blown away. And then my advice to you then, because I remember when the first time we spoke was like, dude, just double down on search, like 2 more years and you're going to be making insane money. And I think you took that advice, but then later on, once your channels things started growing, and you went at winter when we had a conversation as well, you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go like full time on my browse on the viral content," and
Yeah.
you did, and second video just blows up. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, Marcel, you surprise me every time, man. It's like it's insane. So you have a very very good understanding about this about YouTube.
Yeah, but at the
So
end, I think it was like, because since I started my first channel, it passed like 8 years. So
yeah.
it's like now, so it's crazy. Of course, the
Mhm.
first 4 or 5 years I was just uploading shit and not analyzing, but it has been 3 years testing a lot of channels, failing a lot. I think I've tried a lot of niches. I have worked with 1 year with big YouTubers doing thumbnails and optimizing videos for them. So I think it's a lot of experience as well. I just started YouTube automation 1 year and a half ago, but I really think that my results are because I understand better the game. So my advice will be just understand how YouTube works, what people want, and then you will make money on a controversial part, because that's I didn't do anything crazy to grow 4,000 to 9,000 now. It's like more doing the same, but I have more money now. So every time I'm on a better position than the people that is starting. So if you work hard and you like analyze data and do the steps that no one is doing, probably it can be the best, yeah, advice.
That's interesting. And this, what you just said about going from 0 to 9K with YouTube automation in 1.5 years. That's insane.
Yeah, but if you see the point, I just start tutorials because I was so impatient, and I had a very hard belief on making money. I really want to make money. I can work all the day. So I just start a channel 1 2 months. The videos didn't work. I change. I try films. I try everything. So that's when I realized about tutorials, because when I start, I think YouTube automation was not a name yet.
No.
So we didn't have Yuri and all these people showing the results. I just see a Facebook post of one channel, and I say, oh, this channel is interesting, a lot of videos. So I say, okay, I'm so impatient. I think I have knowledge about YouTube. I will do one channel that I know it will grow slow, but it will grow, that my mind will be able to continue because it will see results. It's like
Mm-hmm.
fun if you see, but I
I had
was
the
that
exact same.
impatient. I was like, okay, I will do 1 year tutorials. My goal is to do 1,000, because it was very hard believe I have $1,000. So when I arrived to that point, all my beliefs goes down about, bro, I'm stupid. Why I'm doing all these shitty tutorials? If I do more like that, I will grow better. And it was more like you can say like, oh, it's crazy how I grow from 0 to 9,000 in 1.5 years. Yeah, probably I can say the same. Like it's crazy, but it was like more. It just started from a very impassioned part of myself about I
Mm.
want money. So that's why I say, okay, if you want money, you will have to work 1 year, spend $10,000 that you have, say on savings of all my past businesses and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
you will go hard 1 year. Just stay 1 year and let's see. And first month I do zero, second month 22 euros, 50 euros, 90 euros. So for me it was like, oh, that's working. Let's continue. Let's continue. Since 6 months after starting, I was like, I lost I think $2,500, and I just was
Mm.
making 300 per month, and I was like, oh, probably it's not working. So I stopped for months without uploading. So then I started the English channel. Then I see that without uploading this for month, I recover all my. So it was like a bit of testing as
Yeah.
well, and then now has been crazy because every month I'm making $1,000 more. So it's like crazy
Mm.
how is now, but it was, yeah, the first year I lost money, all the first year.
What would you say to yourself now? Who? What would you say to yourself who was just starting out from the position you are now? Because you were mentioning about this like limiting belief about the $1,000 kind of goal thing, and then once you reach that, you're like, now what? So what would like with all the knowledge you have now and experience, having walked this road, if you could go back to yourself and be like, Marcel, listen, this is very important.
Yeah, I probably will say that just trust more in yourself, because I think I trust a lot in myself, but sometimes a lot of people say it's like it's impossible that you make $1,000 in 1 year. Like people works every day for that. So
Yeah.
for me, the advice probably I will not say anything like do viral stuff or go. I think my main belief as well nowadays it's like thinking about money on terms of, for me it's very difficult to now leave search to go viral because search is making a lot of money. So if I
Yeah.
talk with anyone, it will say, bro, are you stupid? Just continue on search, you will make 20, 30K. So for me these are the very hard decisions about, I think in 3 years I will be making more in viral than in search. So probably, I don't know, if I have to take an advice, it will be just make money first. So at least for me, with my data and everything, trust on yourself and stay 1 year. Probably I will say that because I learned a lot about YouTube, about browse doing search and doing all my strategy. Like I learned a lot about people, what people want, why a video ranks, why not. And so this is helping me now a lot on my viral channel as well. And
Mm.
probably I had very hard conversation with myself about why I don't stay 2 3 years more on tutorials. I I scale more and then viral content. But for me, I realized that I at the end I will do viral content. So I think it's
Yeah.
better starting now that I have money, and probably with good steps in 3 years I will be making a lot of money if the things go good. And more important for me now is being more fulfilled.
Yeah.
But if you have
Mm.
advice, it's more like think more long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like and trust on yourself
I have a
more.
question. Like, you have more money coming in, so you can basically outsource most positions for your search channel. So why not continue growing your search channel while yourself more focusing on browse?
He
Because
is.
everything, yeah, my channels are I am posting on
Yeah.
both
Okay.
channels and growing there. But for me, I can probably pay more people because
I
if
like
I
that.
pay
Yeah. Okay.
one or two people more on the English, probably I will grow faster. But all this space, all this takes this mental
Yeah.
space.
Okay.
That's
Mm.
for me very important because I really think about selling my tutorial channels as well, but at the end it was like, okay, I will not do that for now. But I had like, I think I told with George about I'm selling my channels because I just want to go all in on my viral content.
Mm.
And for me, it was not the best financial decision, but yes, the best mental decision about I don't have
Yeah.
anything now. I have to go all in. So
Mm.
for me, it's like now I just when sometimes I just look at my tutorials, it's like, bro, what the fuck I'm doing analyzing tutorials? If I know
Yeah.
if I spend all that time on viral and doing good steps, I will be making more money on long term.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more about, I think, mental space.
Yeah.
For me, it's very important that because some people say you have time for everything. Yes, but if you really want to do good steps and go further, you will say that you don't arrive to everything
Yeah.
with mentally if you are like doing a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I had the same thing with e-commerce. What you're talking here about mental space, like because I was doing e-commerce and YouTube simultaneously, and at one point I wanted to do YouTube full time because I enjoyed it much more. It was a more kind of clear way in my head of making money online rather than e-commerce, but I had invested so much money into my e-commerce business and time and energy, right? And it's like a thing, and there's like people working, right? And then and assistants and then customers and all this, right? So and even though I automated that as much as possible, and I was doing like I was turning around, I don't know, a lot of revenue without touching the business much, but still it's there. And as soon
Yeah.
as I sold that business, I got lost. You know, and after that, kind of the process of losing, you know, your direction, you know, finally I was able to find this kind of, you know, search YouTube thing, and finally focus down
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, that mental space that you're talking about is super important. You know, if you want to go in depth into something and like fine tune the smallest things and find little insights and everything, you need to be able to think and breathe.
Yeah, but because for me, these 3 months that I do viral content, I think I learned more than the year ago with tutorials because I take different steps. I talk with Logan Paul's editor, like the hidden.
You
Uh,
talk to Hayden.
yeah, I pay $500 for 1 hour, like, and
Oh,
he,
and you spoke to
Ah,
him.
that's cool.
yeah, it was very good, a mastermind. I talk with an very specialist on thumbnails. I am investing a lot the money that I was investing on tutorials on my knowledge. So now
Mm,
I'm more valuable every time. I have more skill about and approaches. So I think I will not take that risky steps if I was not doing like this change and thinking that big. So probably sometimes it's more about, yeah, doing things because at the end the day has the same hours and it seems like you are doing the same, but for
yeah.
me now I'm thinking way more different. Now I have to talk with photographs to like come and record me. I have to talk with another staff. I am like just scaling all the processes way more bigger. So I see YouTube way more like difficult. So when I see on my tutorials, I say, bro, it's a fucking shit what I'm doing with my tutorial channel. If I really go hard on that, I will go to 100K per month. So I think for me it's more like about the the space that you or your belief. How can you
Mm,
see on that, and just try to go sometimes like more on have perspective on what are you doing, because sometimes you think you are advancing faster, but when you see on perspective you are advancing very slow. And same for me is now happening opposite. Now I feel I'm really going very slow, like really I feel like that, oh my god, just 4 videos in 3 months, very difficult. But now I'm seeing on perspective and I say, oh my god, I think I never go that faster.
Yeah.
So sometimes
mm-hmm.
on tutorials I was like, oh, now I'm doing 1,000, now 1,200, now 1,400. Now, and you feel like, oh, I'm like advancing and I'm going further. And then you see long term, and in 1 year you just make 1,000 more. That shit, if you really see like that.
Mm,
So for
mm,
me now it's more like I start taking more difficult decision and I am like like growing crazy, and it's like,
yeah.
oh, because yeah, I don't know if I really explain, but it's more like sometimes if you are so in, you feel yourself you are going very fast, but probably you are not taking the good steps. So at the end, if you see it on a 5 years basis, you are going very slow. That's
Mm.
my
Yeah.
take.
Dude, you're gonna blow up. Every Spanish
He's already
speaking
blowing
person is
up.
gonna know who. Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah, but like to a point where like every Spanish speaker is gonna know who is Marcel. You know,
That's the goal. Let's see.
Yeah,
that
that's
that's the
cool.
goal.
That's
Come
the
on,
goal.
but you have a very good intention. Like the types of videos you're making, they have a good intention to them. So
Yeah, but at the end as well, I'm doing because I really want to help this a
yeah,
bit the society and feel fulfilled about
Yeah.
myself. Because if I, it's what I say, if I make money but I don't feel proud of what I'm doing, it's like that's cool. I can have a very good car and house, but at the end it's like, uh, I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel very, for me it's difficult sometimes when I show my tutorial channels to people, because I feel they don't have the quality that I would like they have. So for me sometimes I feel like, yeah, this
Mm.
is my channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. So, and with my Spanish channel, I feel like, yeah, this is my channel. If you want, you can see, subscribe. The videos are crazy because
Hmm.
I know I am putting all the effort and doing the best thing I can.
Yeah.
And for me, very important thing that can work a lot on my channel is thinking first on the person that is watching the video and on the society. I think if I focus on these two wins, then my third win, it's like having views and making money,
Yeah.
just goes. So for me, like next video, a day in the life of a trucker. Imagine,
Of a who?
oh,
Trucker.
truck,
Truck driver,
uh,
or what do you mean?
Truck
yeah,
driver?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what's yeah, truck driver.
Yeah.
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 Imagine if I do that, I can go with the approach about, hey guys, I will spend a day on a truck driver. Oh, it's crazy how hard it is, and I can do like a blog on that, or I can
Mm.
really go on the problem. We all see truck drivers like shit job, and without truck drivers we will not have, the economy will not work. So
Hmm.
that's a very important problem, and we all the people say like this is like the worst. No, we are, when at least me, when I am driving sometimes in the car, I say, oh my god, fuck the truck driver. He's like, so I say, okay, I will go and I will say that to the truck drivers, and I will just show that point, because when people finish watching my video, they say, "Oh my God, thanks to Marcella, I see now different all the truck
Yeah.
drivers."
Yeah. That's cool.
Or I do the same with the homeless man. We every day I see homeless people here in Spain on the street, and we all say we ignore them. What's the real day in the life of a homeless person? And then you see the video and you learn the real day, and then you're surprised because he's happy living on the street. So you
Mm.
take two takeaways and you think, oh my God, I never thought that a homeless man can give me this lecture on life, or this vision. So if you really think on that, for me it's kind of impossible not growing, because I'm thinking a lot on the problem that covers the society, and how can I do that when people finish watching my video, shares to a friend, and thinks, oh my God, my life is better thanks to that video.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're
So
making an
yeah,
impact.
it's, yeah. But at the end, it's thinking the things that when you say I'm a YouTuber, no one will think that you think on. I don't know, like a
Mm.
YouTuber don't think about these problems. It's like CTR retention or what people say. And for me, when it works more, it's just thinking on people. Like when I watch tutorials, I usually go to I advance 20 seconds. I watch two par. How can I do tutorials for people like me that don't want to do that, and like me it will be like everyone, because if you
Mm.
really analyze tutorials, when people search for a tutorial, he wants to save time,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because instead of trying you will search for a tutorial. So if the intention of the person is saving time, you have to do a video that really save time for
Yeah.
them. If they feel you are not saving time, it's like all the time double click to pass the video and to
Yeah.
see
Like
which part.
stretching the videos to 8 minutes to get more revenue by not adding
Yeah,
anything
and
more.
that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think there is a lot of opportunity as well
Yeah.
on search.
Yeah. Me too. I think there's a lot of opportunity because a lot of people are uploading low quality videos. And, this is something that Ron and I, we've been talking lately a lot about is thinking viewer first. I've been preaching this idea about viewer satisfaction, and if we take two similar videos, one is great and the viewer enjoys it, and the other one is the exact same video, but it's like subpar, like, you want to skip around, the quality of the audio is low or whatever. There's some accent that you can't understand, like eventually this video is going to win, which is the reason why you're paying $25 per tutorial. This is a completely contrarian to everything that we've seen and heard over the past a year or so.
Yeah, but things change.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everyone was trying to minimize their costs. Everyone has been trying to, upload volume. And Marcel was like, nah,
No, but I think that
I'm gonna
worked.
pay $25 and I'm gonna upload 100 videos, but everyone is gonna be super well researched. I have more data than you, and I'm gonna outrank you. And also, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the Spanish, I have low cost. On the Spanish, I think I pay $6, but I was paying $4 a lot of time. And at the end, if you see, my channel is 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. Like the growth is so slow. So now when I compare, it's like I want to pay way more on Spanish because probably I will make a huge growth as well, taking similar steps on the English one.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
that's what
when
I've seen as well.
and I am growing every month 1,100, 1,200, 1,300. But it's like on the last year I just grow $1,000. So I'm not growing. I'm going so little, and that's because I'm doing tutorials that everyone can do. 2 minutes, low cost. If I do 8 minutes, weak, Shopify, very good with a face, with something like that, probably the videos will make way more money and the growth will be way faster as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
What you're saying is also that I've noticed lately as well, is like as soon as I started really putting in the work and doing a lot of the videos myself, I've seen crazy growth over 1,000%. And this basically taught me that, like, okay, you need a face cam, you need to have a good quality video, you need to deliver on the information, the basically I've been thinking a lot about this lately, but like we don't think about this, right? But when a person clicks a video, a transaction happens. And the transaction is that he's saying, okay, I know how long is this video. I know what this video is about, or at least, I'm getting the idea about what it is. Now I might exchange the next 1 to 8, 15 minutes of my time for in return for something, for inspiration, for education, for entertainment, for whatever it is. So we really take these like clicks for granted. But if you think about it, and because we don't pay anything, right? The person doesn't pay anything in terms of money.
Attention.
So we think that it's all free. But matter of fact, he is paying with his attention, right?
yeah.
Attention is the new currency.
Yeah, that's the problem, that we can upload a video free. So
Yeah.
that makes that thing that we can do shit. But at the
Yeah.
end, if you really think on that, it's like people, the most like resource that we have is time, and people is spending your time in your video. So
Yes.
people will not stay there if it's not very good or if
Yeah.
it really don't solve a problem. So it has to be, for me, every second it has to be good. If
Yeah.
every second is not good, it's like, at least that's my approach on the viral content, that's not good. And I am doing the best videos I can and I have 50% retention. So it's like, oh my god, that's I have a lot to know. But it's kind of the same on tutorials for me. If you can solve a tutorial that it's 8 minutes in three with same solutions and that it's
Yes.
understandable for everyone, at the end it will have more views.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that has been, yeah, now it's my approach as well. I stopped doing 8 minute ones this month. I decided that because I prefer to do less, like the duration that the video has to be. If it's 2 minutes, 2 minutes, if it's 4 minutes, 4 minutes, if it's, and I think I will make more money than doing the 8 minutes for the ads because I will have more views probably.
Yes. I
And
agree.
Yeah. Makes
it's,
sense.
100%. Sounds amazing, really, and I'm super happy that you've grown so much.
Yeah.
Because
thank you.
when you were here, I remember you were like, yeah, you were making all these plans, and you were just writing. Oh wait, by the way, I'll show you one thing. Wait for
Let's
it.
see.
Yeah. I have no clue.
What do you think it is?
What's that? Ah,
Well, this
the
is a
pizza.
menu of a pizzeria, but on the back is Marcel's.
I
Oh
can't
wait, you
see it
can't see
now.
anything. But you can see it from like distance. You can see there's like some
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
scribbles and there's some writing. But I basically saved this thing.
It's my
Marcel
plan,
and
dude.
I. Huh?
or your plan or mine or both?
I don't know. I don't know. We were writing something here. So basically, Marcel and I, we went to a pizza place, and just I took a pen, and because we had so many ideas, and just in the back of like the pizza menu thing that you get under a plate, we just started scribbling. So we were like, tutorials work, search complete for beginners, YTA $3 to $30, Central Media 8 to 40 minutes, small tutorials. You can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make it drink. I don't know. There's like some human figures here. You know, there's like a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna save this. It's actually really valuable.
Yeah, but when
Yeah,
he becomes famous.
Hell yeah, I'll be like this right here.
That's cool.
yeah.
But yeah.
So
Oh man, yeah. This is super interesting and amazing, and I'm very happy for you because I've seen all the work that you've put in before this. You know, someone might listen to this and, oh, Marcel is great. He has a different contrarian approach, but you need to understand that this contrarian approach that he has is not easy because you are basically going against the crowd, right? And it's not easy to go against the crowd. You know, it's like we're influenced by these pressures to do like others are doing because they already, have what we want. But what Marcel is able to do is he's able to distance himself from this and say, okay, I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to think audience first. I'm going to truly do it for the long term because I know that if I can make a video 3 minute long that shows the same solution or fixes the same problem as a video that is 8 minutes, people want that, right? That's like a Jeff Bezos approach that he says in an interview that I know that my customers are always going to want cheaper prices, faster delivery, and free shipping. Like they love that stuff, right? So same with you. I think it's a pretty good place to round up. Marcel, thank you so much for your
Yes, thank you.
time and energy. Ron, thank you so much for your time and energy as well. And we want to thank you guys so much for watching and listening to Smart Me. You should follow Marcel. They're going to be linked down in the description to his YouTube channel, to Marcel's Instagram channel. And with that in mind, we want to thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing, and we will see you in the next episode.
Yes,
Ciao.
ciao.
thank you.
Yeah, very inspiring.